Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the School of Industrial Technology Interaction Day 2021. Welcome to our deputy deans, the person who has been working very hard for this, Dr. Le. She's the deputy dean of Resource Development and Branding. Our another deputy dean, Dr. Martiana, and all the panelists, and most importantly, welcome to our potential new students. So today is very good day because we are gonna introduce our school to our potential new students. So basically, the purpose of the interaction day today is actually to introduce the schools to our potential new students. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, we have from the University of Science Malaysia, the School of Industrial Technology. We have 4 programs, and it is called Bioresource Technology. We also have Environmental Technology, we have Food Technology, and Bioprocess Engineering Technology. So you can see that within that one school, we have 4 programs. So I hope you guys can stay until the end. And without further ado, can I now invite Associate Professor Dr. Martiana Idayu Ahmad. She is also the Deputy Dean of Academic, Career and International to officiate our program for today. Dr. Martiana, the floor is yours now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Japaring. All right, allow me to share my screen first here. Okay, Assalamualaikum, and a very pleasant good morning to all of you here. Thank you very much to all and to each one of you for being here with us today. I am very pleased to welcome all of you to this interaction session. Before we get started, on behalf of the Dean of the School of Industrial Technology, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the panelists and to the committee members who generously helped making the arrangement of this event a success. Thank you very much to Associate Professor Dr. Leh Chew Peng, our Deputy Dean of Resource Development and Branding, the event coordinator, Dr. Mazlam Ibrahim, and his team for the immense support to this event. So basically, this event, the purpose of this Interactions Day is to introduce the undergraduate academic programs in our school, Industrial Technology. We have, as mentioned just now by Dr. Japaring, we have Bioresource Technology, Environmental Technology, Food Technology, and Bioprocess Technology. The main purpose is to introduce these and to enhance their visibility. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Okay, our school name is in Malay, Pusat Pengajian Teknologi Industri. Short form is Pusat PPTI is PPTI. In English, we call School of Industrial Technology. We have visions, the visions of our school to achieve world-class center in technological innovations for a sustainable tomorrow. And we have 3 mission statement, which is the first one, to be the prime education provider of technologies who are competent and have various soft skills in terms of independent thinking, possess communications, analytical skills, and so on. The second one is to pursue cutting-edge research in the fields of food technology, bioresource technology, environmental technology, and bioprocess technology. And the last one is to contribute to the well-being of the community through sustainability-led dynamic transdisciplinary academic programs, research innovations, teamworks, and continuous improvement. Okay, this slide shows the top managements of the school. The Dean of our school is, we have Yang Berbahagia, Professor Datuk T.S. Dr. Abdul Khalil Shaukat Ali. And our school have 3 Deputy Deans. The first one is Associate Professor Dr. Husnul Azan Tajaruddin, the Deputy Dean of Research, Innovations and Industrial Community Engagement, myself as the Deputy Dean of Academic Career and International, and Associate Professor Dr. Leh Chu Peng, the Deputy Dean of Resource Development and Branding. Okay, as mentioned just now, we have 4 undergraduate programs, and it represent the 4 divisions related to the management of the schools, in which the division head by a program chairperson. We have for Food Technology Program, Dr. Rabita Muhammad Saleh. We have for Bioresource Technology, Dr. Nurul Fazita Muhammad Rawi. For Environmental Technology Program, we have Associate Professor Dr. Yusri Yusof. Then for Bioprocess Technology, Dr. Muhammad Hafizi Abu Bakar. So they will introduce all of you here to the undergraduate programs later on. Okay, in general, as mentioned, we have 4 bachelor degrees: Bachelor of Technology, Honors, Food. This is the UPU code. And then we have Bachelor of Technology, Honors Bioresource. This is the UPU code. And then we have also Bachelor of Technology, Honors Environment, and this is the UPU code. Bachelor of Bioprocess Engineering Technology, Honors, and this is the UPU code. Okay, each of the program chairperson will talk about this in detail later in their session. Okay, and all of the programs have same educational objectives, in which we have 5 program educational objectives in general. We call it as PEO, in which all of these programs are designed to produce graduates who are competent to work and able to solve problems, have communications and teamwork skills, have leadership skills, a positive attitude and professional ethics, to contribute to the well-being of society and the sustainability of the environment, and interested in entrepreneurship and lifelong learning. So these are the program educational objectives of the 4 programs mentioned just now. Okay, so I don't want to take too much of your time. So in brief, this is about numbers related to our school. We have, for the 4 programs in our school, including the postgraduate program, we have achieved more than 90% of graduate employability. We have about 127 courses involving hybrid teaching and learning. We involving 57 academic staff altogether from the 4 divisions that I mentioned just now. In general, we have 205 postgraduate students, local and internationals. We have about 522 undergraduate students, local and international, and we offer not just bachelor degree, but master science coursework, master science by research, and PhD programs. So with that, I officially officiate this program. And again, a very warm welcome to all of you. And let's stay for until the end of this event. If you have any questions, you can, or any suggestions or clarifications, you can email us to this email, academic@usm.my. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mia. That was a very, very kind and brief introduction about the school. And her name is Dr. Mardiana, but we also call her Dr. Mia. Okay, before we start, I'm going to share the program. I'm going to look at our, okay. So basically, never mind. Okay, so basically, I try to share, but I have issues of sharing the program for today. So basically today, we are gonna have, we're gonna introduce our 4 programs, and we're gonna have our chairperson of the program or representative of the chairperson of the program to introduce the program. And we also gonna have alumni, people who has graduated from the program, to actually get ready to ask any questions that potential students wanted to know. So basically, if you have any question, you can just put in the chat, or you can raise up your hands. We're gonna unmute you, and then you can ask the questions. Otherwise, you can just leave it on the chat box. So we're gonna have like about 25 to 30 minutes for each program. Along the way, you can always put your chat box, and I'm gonna try put your questions on the chat box, and I'm gonna try to read the questions. Okay, so can we now start with Bioresource Technology, please? We have the representative, Dr. Muhammad Hafiz. He was the program chairperson before, but now I think he has a better positions in the university, but he's kindly willing to come and join us. And also together with him, Mr. Shannon. Thank you so much for your willingness to join us today. And I think these two are ready to ask any questions. So without further ado, can I pass the floor to Dr. Muhammad Hafiz, please? Thank you.
Okay, did you all see my slide or not?
It's starting.
Starting.
Yes.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning, everyone. Thank you to our handsome moderator today, Dr. Japaring Lalong. We always call Dr. Japaring as Dr. Jap. For your all information, Dr. Jap is the only brave lecturer in School of Industrial Technology that spent more than 3 months in Antarctica. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Jap. Okay, so guys, if you all want to meet Dr. Jap or to know him more, then you need to be part of family of School of Industrial Technology. But today, I'm not going to promote Dr. Jep. Definitely, I'm today, thank you to my program chairperson, Dr. Nurul Fajita, because allowed me to present or to briefly introduce this course, Bioresource Technology. And then I also want to welcome my friend as well, Mr. Shannon, one of my friend during our degree study. Okay, he also one of my junior. Thank you, Mr. Shannon, because willing to spend your time with us today. Okay, I'm sure everyone really want to know what is a bioresource program all about. Okay, so my next slide is sorry. Is it? Okay, wait. Okay, this is a bioresource technology program. Like our Deputy Dean mentioned just now, we have 4 different programs in one school or one PTJ. So bioresource technology, I'm sure maybe some of you might not know BR Tech yet. Okay, there is a BR is stand for bioresource technology. It's not BR referring to Baskin Robbins ice cream, but I'm sure you're familiar more with BR, which is Baskin Robbins ice cream. The sweetness and the texture, the flavor of the fine texture of the ice cream. But hopefully after this, when you try or when you go to buy your Baskin Robbins ice cream, please you also remember BR for bioresource technology. Okay, so if you didn't know what is a BR tech yet, so please do visit our website, and then please also visit our Facebook, so you will get more information regarding this program. So basically, if you can see, there's our logo for our bioresource technology. We have 3 color there. It have as a meaning. Basically, the light color is means a young students, young and energetic. Okay, and then after 3.5 years, you become a dark color. Here is meaning that we are going to nurture you. We are going to share with you knowledge, and then in the end of the day, you will able to to fulfill, to get all the knowledge before you start your career. And then beside the knowledge, we also, in the dark blue color here is indicate of the soft skill, where here we not only share the knowledge, but we also try to enhance and develop your confidence level, your soft skill, I mean your interpersonal skill, as well as a personal skill. So this is what all about of the logo of Bioresource Technology, or BR Tech. So this is some of image of our student. This is now third year student, and then this is our alumni. Basically, they already have their job, and then some of them get salary, I guess, more than lecturer actually. Okay, so this is Bioresource Technology, US 6543001, the nice number. You don't need to remember the numbers, but you need to remember the name, Bioresource Technology, or BR Tech. Okay. Okay, the next slide is this is my question basically. I'm not sure why. Okay. So my question is, are you looking for the degree with the highest employability rate? So if you are looking for that kind of degree, so you are in the right platform. Okay. Basically, our program, based on the data here, if you are some kind of analytical thinker persons, so you will believe on the data and facts. So in 2019 up to 2021, during the pandemic as well, even though people out there are very struggle to find a job, to secure a job, but we're proud to say that in 2019, more than 90%, so 94.4% of our students are secure job, and they are now working. And then 2020, we can say that 100% of our students are able to secure a job. And then last year, 2021, 95.4% of our graduate students, our students from BR Technology or BR Techs secure the job. So if this program, or this or if you're looking for the program that have a higher rate employability, so I guess Bioresource Technology will be the best program for your future. Okay. So what is the program curriculum? So from this image, actually from the booklet presented here, you can see we have a lot of keywords there, but the main things that we will share with you all, okay, during this in this courses, we have three main categories, which are coating, biomass, as well as pulp and paper. Okay, so basically in this program, Bioresource Technology, we will offer a comprehensive curriculum which cover the basics and applied aspect of bioresource. Okay, when we talk about bioresource, is cover wood and non-wood biomass. Okay, in the production of various bio-based products, coating technology for bioresource based product is also highly emphasized. Okay, and then besides is to learn about macro to nano scale fiber, science and technology, bioplastic, pulp and paper production and testing, paper recycling, fundamental of resin and biocomposite, pen and product designs. And then beside knowledge, so we also will equip graduates with soft skill that I mentioned just now, based on the logo just now, if you remember from the second slide. So in the end of the day, we will develop your skill in critical thinking, and then your interpersonal skill, and then in turns it will enhance the your employability rates in a related industry. Okay. So basically this BR Techs or Bioresource Technology is a 3.5 year program. So basically you will spend 3 years in campus, and then another half year you will do your internship. So so this also one of the key element why our students are able to secure the job before they even graduate. Okay, because most of our students are able to perform well during the internship, so they secure the job before they even graduated. Okay. So what you will learn in this 3.5 years, so you will ask what you're going to learn. So basically, remember that I say Bioresource Technology, we have only a unique degree or bachelor degree that offered 3 different niche area in one program. So we have a bioresource, which will cover wood and non-wood biomass process and treatment, as well as a biocomposite. And then we also have a paper area, a paper and paper production and paper making, testing, as well as a paper recycling. And the last area that's we will cover in this program is a coating, which we cover paints and adhesive, polymer chemistry, as well as costing process. So this why make this program BRTech is very unique, because this is the only program that offer in our country have a 3 different niche area, so they will improve the employability rates of our students. Okay. So maybe we will ask how this bioresource based product can go. Okay, from this image, if you can see that from the bioresource product, that has been used in a luxury automobile application. Okay, and then they also use in a biofuels, as well as the products or the one of the element in the biomass or bioresource material is a cellulose material. Okay, also used as a cellulose, can be produced as a cellulose-based membrane, good for water purifications. Okay, and then we also have what we call as a pure cellulose. We can produce from cellulose what we refer as a microcrystalline cellulose, as well as nanocrystalline cellulose. So a lot of application that can be applied from the bioresource technology. Okay, so this is some of the example that I want to share today. Okay. The next one, you will ask what the difference between BRTech and other 2 program in UMS, University Malaysia Sabah, as well as University Putra Malaysia. Okay, basically I don't want to compare with the 2 program, but what you need to know is bioresearch is totally different with this 2 program offered by UMS as well as UPM. Basically, both of them are offer wood technology industry as well as wood science and technology. So please, bioresource offer 3 different area in one degree, which we have just now, bioresource, as well as paper, as well as coating. So that make us different and unique. Okay. Okay, this why bioresource technology. Okay, produce worker for niche job market. I mentioned just now in early of my presentation. We have 3 different fields, so definitely we have more chance to get a job or secure a job with the different area, bioresource, paper, and coating as well. Okay, so I already mentioned this one. This is a unique program. Okay, only bachelor degree in Malaysia provide comprehensive and rather complete technical knowledge in paper and technology. Okay, and then we are very serious, and we have linked with a collaborator with some company in talent training or for skill workforce development. Okay, so this is some of the company basically that invest $1 billion of ringgit Malaysia, and then they are actually waiting for our students. Okay, that's why when I mentioned just now, our student get offered from the company before they even graduate from the program. So this is some of the company that actually we also have the good relationship in, because we are very serious to make sure our students, our potential students, our future students, they are able to finish this study in this program and secure job, because that's the important things for every single program offered in this country. Okay, so basically the other question later on, maybe Mr. Shannon will help me and this program to explain more anything related with the industry. So what's the entry requirement? So this is some of the information. Basically, this information you can visit our website as well, School of Industrial Technology website. So basically, the minimum requirement is with PNGK 2.0. So I guess maybe later on you can visit our website and then try to find further what's the requirement to join our program. So then if you want to know detail, or if you want to know more about bioresource technology or BRTech, please find us on Facebook. You can just scan the QR code there, and then you will have a lot of information there. Our alumni will entertain you. Our lecturer will answer all the questions that you want to ask. Okay, so please do spend your time to join us, to visit our Facebook as well. Okay, so no worries. We have our Iron Lady today, Dr. Nurul Fazita, Technologist Dr. Nurul Fazita. She will able to answer your question. Just email her and then get the personal contact number. She will answer all your questions 24/7. No worries. She definitely will help you to convince you how good this program. Okay, and then please email Dr. Fajita if you have any question, and then you also can contact me as well. Later on, I will share my email address as well and my phone number, so you can contact me at any time as long as you are very really want to know about, if you are really want to know this program. Okay, so I guess this is the view of USM. With that, I guess thank you very much. I guess Dr. Jeb, I pass back to you. Maybe our honorable guest today, Mr. Shannon, will further explain more his experience. Okay, for this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hafiz. Very extensive explanation about the program. But what I can show you about is that if you're looking for a job, then if you join this program, the employability rate is actually very high, and almost 100%, I would say, because yeah, it's among the highest in the university. So that's actually a very good reason to join the program of Bioresource Technology. And so that is from the academics. We are also very delighted and very lucky to have Mr. Shannon on today, who is an alumni. He is currently an area manager of Nono Vet Enterprise. Actually, very interesting. Mr. Shannon, do you want to explain to us what are you doing now and your experience in the School of Technology industry, please?
So actually now I'm distributing for medical devices and products for Boston Scientific. That's why hence you see the name is Novomed Enterprise, but we're actually distributing for Boston Scientific. So previously I used to work in like Medtronic, and then after that, of course, Boston Scientific, and then currently I'm their distributor. But I'll just type in the company name on the chat box, and then you can just Google it if you want. But, so basically, I'm in an almost entirely different industry if you just look up at the course we are studying and all that. But it is all based on how we relate ourselves to the industry given that we are applying for. So for example, now I'm in the medical devices industry, but what we used to study in the PR Tech, for example, in terms of like coatings, materials, all those are very relatable to the industry itself. That's why you see the high employability rate of our course, despite the name that is not so glamorous. So I think a lot of people, I mean, on first impression, you look at it, it's like, oh, PR Tech, there's not even an engineering name in it or something glamorous, like some science-based glamorous name. But the course itself is very relatable to the industry. So
I think Mr. Shannon is actually a living proof that, we talk about the high employability rate, and he just basically proved that by having the training in the program, you can actually go out and explore, well, not really beyond the boundaries, but also because what you are trained here is actually make you well equipped to join the industry. So thank you so much, and I think it's a very, very good example. Okay. So I'm going to ask a few questions. Actually, we have, before we start this program, when the students wants to join, we already have a link for them to ask questions. And then we actually have quite a long list of questions that has been prepared. But again, at the same time, if you still have any question, you can just raise up your hands and Dr. Yusri is going to unmute you. So I have one question for actually Mr. Shannon, I think.
yeah.
Well, this is very, very popular question. This is actually among the very questions they ask.
It's quite common, the questions that they will be asking, especially when you're going in for your applying for your first degree. I think most of us have should be like 70 to 80% of the questions should almost be the same, right?
Yes, it starts with the salary range for this program. You don't have to talk about yourself, but maybe you can talk about the people that because I think it's quite personal if you're talking about yourself. But among your friends, maybe your groups and your batch, if you guys can share, this is a very, very popular questions.
Okay. For the salary range, right, it actually does not differ a lot from what you actually study. For example, if you're taking a science degree, engineering degree, be it in maths, biology, or chemistry, but more so on what position you're actually applying for. For example, if you're going for a QA or QC, or a sales position, a research position, or an engineering position, all of that has different salary ranges. Okay, I'm not sure if that is still the same now, but I think it should not differ a lot. Okay, but if I'm not mistaken, the current starting salary range should be about the industry average should be about 2.5 to 3,000, because we all start without any experience, right? And we sort of have the basics of the industry, but we do not know in depth on what we are doing. Okay, for example, in this course, it guides you on the basics of the materials, the testing, provided the testing that will be done on the materials and the coatings and everything. But when you go into a company, you are actually introduced into more in-depth and specialized testing that is specific for the products that you are going into. Even for sales and QA/QC, is very specific to certain types of products, depending on what company you are applying for. So yeah, so in short, the starting salary should be about 2.5 to 3,000. Of course, I know some people who actually get a higher salary range, for example, 3.5 to 4,000, but that is maybe because of like our 3.5 years. So half of the last semester you'll be spending on the internship program. So probably they have excelled during their internship program, and then the company sees that, oh, I really need this person and I want to secure this person for the long term in my company, then they will definitely offer you more.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shannon, for the very, very clear explanations. Dr. Hafiz, are you still there? Because there is a question for you.
Yeah. No
Okay.
problem, Dr. Jeb. Any question? Since Dr. Lay and Dr. Fajita and our colleague also here, so definitely they also will help us. They will also help me to answer the question if we're not able to answer very well. Okay.
All right. So this is
Okay,
a
what's the question?
Okay, this is a question regarding further study. After finishing the study in this program, is there a chance for the students to actually go abroad, study abroad? Is the curriculum actually internationally recognized? That's the question from one of our future students.
I think can I jump in on this question, because
Okay. Mr. Shannon, good.
Yes. Previously, when I was in the school, I actually did some research with certain postgraduates. I have a colleague who is Iranian, Iraqi, and also I had the chance to conduct a research together with a Japanese professor, so Professor Hatake Yama, during my final year project. I think he's very renowned professor together with his wife. Not sure now, is he still doing any research or not? But yeah, in short, it is very, very accepted worldwide because of the world moving towards a more sustainable future. So bioresources is something that people are looking for. It's a renewable resource which we can get in nature and around us. So as everybody is talking about sustainability, I am sure most companies will be looking into how they can integrate sustainability and natural products into whatever industry they are doing, because they are going more into like zero carbon and all that. So they will definitely be phasing out non-renewable based products and try to integrate this into it to provide a longer sustainability for us. So I have a coursemate who actually went to Finland, and now she's in Indonesia. So yeah, a lot of, it's definitely accepted worldwide, and what whether you are accepted or not, it depends on yourself, how you relate yourself to what you are applying for.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shannon. Yes, so basically the answer is, simple answer is yes, it is very well recognized and it's very well accepted worldwide. Okay, there's another question here, also from student S. It's actually for Mr. Shannon. I think both can answer because you both are alumni anyway. The question is, can you share your study experience in this program? What have you learned? What did you do a bit? If you can share that with us, Mr. Shannon.
Okay, the one thing I like a lot about this program is that it does not like, because I'm not a person who likes to study so much, but this program provides me with a balance of, it does not load you so much with excessive knowledge for, I'm not being biased to engineering or anything, but in engineering, you need to go very in depth on a lot of things that you probably might not need when you go into the industry. Okay, maybe 10 or 20% of what you are actually studying in engineering, you actually utilize when you go to the working environment. But for this program, it does not load you so much on the basic knowledge, but it equips you with enough knowledge, and also it relates to whatever application in the industry throughout the 3 years that you can utilize in the future. So in that, you also have a very sort of balance where to hone your interpersonal skills, and also to actually enjoy your university life and get to know a lot of people.
Did you have fun? I think the question is like basically they rephrase it very nicely, but I think it means have fun. Did you have balance with co-curriculum activity? I think Dr. Hafiz can answer this very well because he is basically the director of co-curriculum activities in the whole university. But I think it's going to be biased if I ask him because of course it's amazing. But we wanted to hear from Mr. Shannon. Did you have fun? Like, what did you do? Did you go anywhere?
Yeah, definitely. I had a lot of fun. Actually, I spent a lot of time doing a lot of sporting activities and just chilling with my classmates. And even during like courseworks and lab works, we actually had a pretty nice time throughout the course.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for that answer. And I can assure you that USM is actually a very, very nice place. And if you go to TI, we have canteen now with, if you come back to USM, to the school, we have actually one of the nicest canteen now down there with very nice coffee like Starbucks down, but just like half the price. So it's actually a very good place to go. And of course, you're going to enjoy your life. Okay, there is actually a question. I think this question was prepared before, but I think it was answered by Dr. Hafiz already before the students asked because they wanted to ask about the entry requirement, but I think it was being explained before. And so again, I think the next question, which is probably the last question, it's going to be for Mr. Shannon again. Is there any possibilities of joining international companies? Actually, any of you guys, if you can answer, yeah.
Definitely, because take for example this mobile phone, okay? This mobile phone, okay? I'm sure almost not all the parts are made from MNCs, right? Be it from this cover to this cover provided, okay, to the coatings. Okay, so MNC is a very wide generalization, okay. But for our program, because we are involved in so many parts of technology, from coating to the materials itself. So you can just apply to any MNC and related MNC, and I'm sure they will take you.
Thank you very much. So the answer is yes. Straightforward.
Yeah.
Says yes.
Yeah.
There was
Even like like I think that my senior Mr. Hafiz mentioned earlier, in BMW, the cars, the panels are also made from bioresource panels, lignocellulose based panels. So yeah, that is a very big MNC that you can go into, right?
all right. Okay, one last question. Okay, this is getting very interesting. The student asked, this is for Dr. Hafiz, if I want to join the course, what should I do? I mean, what's the code names or anything?
Okay, for the code name just now, I already showed during my presentations. So basic requirement is 2.0 PNGK.
Can you type the code name maybe in the chatting so that the students
Yes, I
Okay,
can type it.
okay, Dr. Lee will have to type the code name.
Okay.
But the most important thing, if you really want to join this course, please choose this course as a first choice, because the thing is we only have less than 50 hot seats, so it's not easy basically. Even though the basic requirement is 2.0, but we're not looking for that PNGK, but that's the basic requirement that we set. But since the place is very limited, so please make sure if you really want to join this course, please choose this course as a first choice program during your application. So that's a secret ingredient.
All right, so that's the code here, US6543001 Bioresource Technology, and like Dr. Hafiz said, the seat is very limited. Just like our time, I think we didn't realize that the time has gone by, and I think thank you very much, Dr. Hafiz and Mr. Shannon. We're gonna go to
Thank you, Mr. Shannon.
Thank you,
Dr.
thank you,
Lee.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks for the
everyone.
invite.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the second program. As you know, the School of Industrial Technology has 4 programs. Bioresource Technology was the first one, and we're gonna go to the second one, which is Environmental Technology. Together with us, we have the program chairman, which is Dr. Yusri, and also our alumni, Miss Tan Lee, who is now studying in the University of California, Riverside, and yeah, it's funded by the university, and we also have, I think, other alumni here with us, Mr. Farik, but he's not well, so we have enough people to answer the questions. So can I pass the floor to Dr. Yusri, please?
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Japaring. So good day, future university students, and welcome to the PPTI Open Interaction Day event. I'm very excited to talk about the Environmental Technology program. My name is Dr. Yusri Yusof, and I am the current program chairperson for this program. So let me share my screen now. I have some pictures prepared. So Dr. Jep, can I check with you whether you can see this?
Yes, we can see it, yeah.
Okay, so the full name of this degree is the Bachelor of Technology Honors in Environmental Technology. I always like to start the presentation with the question, who are technologists? A technologist is a practitioner and an expert in a specific field of technology. So the technologist applies science and engineering concepts to solve problems of the field. So you might ask about what are environmental technologists? Who are environmental technologists? An environmental technologist is an expert in the technology relating to environmental conservation and protection. This means we use technology to help sustain and protect the environment. So briefly, this Bachelor of Technology program is a 3.5-year program which spans 7 semesters and comprises 40+ courses. The total units for graduation is 120. And the program covers 3 main fields. The majority of the courses involve technology or engineering, such as heat transfer, fluid mechanics, waste treatment, air pollution control, environmental forensics, and indoor environment. The program also covers basic sciences such as chemistry, biology, and mathematics. Now, aside from technology and science, we also teach auditing, society and environment, safety and health, and waste management courses. Learning the 3 main fields allows the technologist to tackle environmental problems in a more holistic manner because he or she will have the management knowledge and technical skills to overcome the challenge. So let me show some of the highlights of our program. This picture shows an activity of the environmental bioindicator course. In this exciting field trip, students assess the environmental and ecological status of the mangrove site. As you know, mangroves are critical ecosystems that sustains the general environment of the coast. Here, the students are collecting samples so it can be brought back to the lab for analysis. In another course called Society and Environment, a course activity gave the opportunity for students to reach out to the grassroots community and suggest ways to solve issues using environmental knowledge they've learned in the program. In the Industrial Training and Environmental Management course, we engage with the industry to get insights on how the industrial sector works. Through this engagement, the students can learn how to apply technology and engineering technical knowledge to reduce the toxicity and pollutant load of industrial effluent and decrease the environmental impact of the industry. Because a part of the program handles process engineering concepts, the students will also learn how to treat, control, and reduce the amount of pollutants emitted from the industry. I also like to highlight two very important industry-related courses. One course is the Water Treatment Plant Design course. In this course, you will learn how to design water treatment facilities that can provide the clean water supply to the community. The other critical course is the Wastewater Treatment Plant Design course. This is because all industries produce wastewater and they all need to treat their effluent using a wastewater treatment facility. This facility requires environmental technologists to have the right technical skills to manage it effectively. The Wastewater Treatment Plant Design course teaches you how to maintain, improve, and design the plant so that it can reduce the pollutant load of industrial effluents before they ultimately go into the rivers and oceans. Now, in the last 2 semesters of your study, you'll be taking a research project course in which it allows you to conduct an independent study on environment-related topics. The research topics you can pursue are vast. They can be research on how to manage the environment better, to research on developing efficient wastewater treatment processes, to even research on modeling the environment. Now you might ask, what are some of the careers you can venture in once you become an environmental technologist? One of the advantages of being an environmental technologist is the broad career options. I will mention the top 3 careers of the environmental technologist. The first option is a specialized environmentalist. So as an environmentalist, you can be an environmental auditor, evaluator, and environmental consultant. In this job, you assess the environment and recommend strategies to reduce the impact of current or potential environmental pollution. You can also be environmental researchers that work on mitigating emerging threats in the environment, such as climate change. The second career option is becoming a decision and policy maker or environmental system managers. These individuals use science and technology knowledge to draft policies and management strategies to conserve and protect the environment. Specific posts of decision makers include regulatory and government officials such as officers of the Department of the Environment and Safety and Health Officer of the industrial sector. The third job category is the process engineer or technologist. Since the environmental technology program covers industrial processes too, the environmental technologist can design, control, and manage systems such as the wastewater treatment facilities so that the environmental impact of the industry is reduced. To enter the Bachelor of Technology Environmental Technology program, you need to have a strong foundation in science and management. So you need to have at least a CGPA, cumulative grade point average of 2.0 for your pre-university programs such as STPM, matriculation, A-level, etc. In your results transcript or certificate, you also need basic sciences subjects such as chemistry, biology, physics, or mathematics. So thank you very much for being with us today to learn about the Environmental Technology program and what it can offer you, and I hope to see you in the program soon. You can scan the QR code here and also learn more about the program by visiting that website that is represented by the QR too. And don't forget, the code for the Bachelor of Technology Environmental Technology program is US 6524005. Thank you very much, Dr. Jack.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yusri, for the very comprehensive explanation about the course. So I think without further ado, can I also invite our alumni, Ms. Tan Lin, to do you have anything to present, Ms. Tan Lin? You do, yeah?
Yeah, I do have like a slide to share. Can you guys hear me well right now?
Okay, so I'm gonna pass the floor to you now.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Tell us about yourself also, yeah, Tan Lin? Thank you.
Okay, sure. Can you guys see the screen
Yes,
right?
I can see you now.
Okay, sure. Okay. Is the screen present on?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
sure.
we can see it.
Okay. So thank you so much for having me. So my name is Tanlin, but I go with Lin. So I'm a PhD student in the atmospheric science group of the environmental science program in University of California. We call it UCR over here. So my research interest is about greenhouse gases like CO2 and NOx, and then like wildfires and extreme event. And then, so I'm gonna like brief through like what I've like been through. So I was going to high school, and then the track that I get there is I threw SPM and STPM. So I was a science stream student, and then in STPM I think I get biology, and then I get into environmental technology in USM. And then I graduated, and then I applied for a job, and I got it as like a research assistant in the Institute of Earth Science in Academia Sinica, Taiwan. And then over there, I work as a research assistant, and I conduct some atmospheric science related research. And I decided I really like that, so I pursue my graduate study at grad school in the University of California, Riverside. At there, I also like conduct atmospheric science related research. So this is some of the photo when I was doing the research. So at the top left, we can see I'm trying to sample some gases from the balcony. It's a beer, so I was trying to play it. So I was trying to sample the gas. And then the top, the bottom left would be the day we are trying to sample from a water reservoir, like a dam. The right hand side is we trying to get water sample from the dam as well. So let me play this. So we are trying to get water from it. And then, sorry. And then this is some photo of Riverside, California. And then I also went to a conference like last year in New Orleans, in AGU, and then I present my poster. So this is a photo of me with my poster, and the right-hand side would be the Mississippi River. Yeah, and that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lin. Should I call it Lin or Tan Lin?
Because like I go with Lin because it's easier.
Okay. Okay. Nice to see you again, Lin. Lin was you graduated in 2020, so basically just a fresh graduate, yeah. And during the
Yeah.
pandemic, and she managed to actually study in the US. So I think the question that was being asked in the previous program, which actually applicable to all the program in the faculty, which is I'm interested to pursue my study overseas. Is it going to be possible? Is the curriculum recognized internationally? I think Lin just proved that is actually internationally recognized. But then my question to you, Lin, I'm going to rephrase the question, is like, how is your experience in the program help you to apply for the place in the US?
I feel like environmental tech is very helpful in a way that it comprises of like a lot of components like Dr. Rizju showed in the slide. We have management, and then we have like the policy making, and we have like part that we have the pure science, and we also did like technology part that we learn a lot of skill like coding. So this is like what they wanted from a student. So I think and tech kind of like prepare like us for this, so it is relatively like easy for me to, because I also always wanted to pursue my graduate study, since I know like since my third year I always want to do it, so I have like planned for it, so it's pretty easy for me. Yeah.
Okay, so it was pretty easy for you, I think, for two reasons. One, you are good candidates anyway. I used to teach you, and I know you're very, very good. And also, I think, can you say that the program actually help you make it easy for you to go abroad?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tanlin. And we have another questions. Can you share how is your working environment, especially in your first job graduating? Okay, so basically, I think this is not going to be applicable to any of our panelists, but we get these questions even before the program started, so we get ready with that. So we have Muhammad Farik. I don't know if you're there, if you want to answer this. Muhammad Farik is actually an executive at Top Glove. If you know that Top Glove is actually the biggest company in the country now, ahead of Petronas. Farid, are you there? Do you want to answer this question?
Yes,
How did you get the job? Things like that. Okay.
can you help me by repeating the question, Doctor?
Okay, the question is, can you share how is your working environment and how did you get your job and how did the program help you in getting your job in Top Glove?
Oh, I see. Okay, so hi everyone. So basically, how did I get the job is, I get the offer letter during the internship lah. So basically, how do I manage to secure this job is,
Sorry, Farid, we didn't hear. Did you get the offer letter during your internship?
yep, yes,
Oh, right. So even before you finish your study, you already got a job.
yes. But
Okay.
our internship is during in the middle of our program, is it? So at that time I cannot pursue for that offer lah. So uh, after I finish my studies, then I reapply back for Top Glove, and luckily they still accept my offer letter. Mm,
Okay, so basically it means that even during your internship, even before you finish your study, you're already being headhunted by Top Glove, which is the biggest company in the country.
yes, I would say so lah.
And then you miss the chance because you need to come back and do your
Final year project.
final year project. And then after you finished, you come back and ask them again if they still keep the position for you. And the answer is yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I think that tells a lot about the program. Thank you so much, Mr. Farik. And we have, okay, another question here is again about the entry requirement. I think Dr. Yusri did answer the question.
So in general, let me repeat that since you
okay.
asked it, just for the benefit of the
Okay.
viewers, the CGPA is needs to be at least 2.0, and you have strong foundation in science, like I said just now, biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and so on. Any combination of those subjects would allow you to be enrolled in the environmental technology program.
Okay. Do you want to also answer another question? This is what's the career prospect of one who graduated from this program? Because we can see that Miss Lin studied overseas and Mr. Farik studied at work at Top Glove. What are the prospects, Dr. Yusri?
I did talk about that in my presentation just now. So let me just reiterate.
All right.
So the three main categories, like I mentioned, are environmental specialists or environmentalists, researchers, and consultants. Aside from that, there's also the government officials. It could be regulatory officers, or you could be a safety and health officer. I think Mr. Farik is a safety and health officer. Is that right, Mr. Farik?
Yes, correct, doctor.
Yes. And the other last one is as a process engineer or process technologist, because some companies actually employ technologists to maintain their processes, especially the upstream one. Is it the downstream? The one that releases the effluent into the environment. So they monitor the station or the facility so that it functions as it should, so that the amount of pollutant that goes into the environment is low. So yeah, three, but then of course it's very broad. I did not mention here postgraduate studies. So going through the program allows you to pursue your postgraduate studies throughout the world, even to receive prestigious fellowships like what Tanlin has, but she did not mention it just now. So maybe she can talk a bit about that fellowship and how she got it.
Yeah, Lin, do you want to speak about that?
Okay, sure. So the scholarship is I think it's a UC thing. So, University of California in Riverside, especially, we give like fellowship for the first year graduate student, and then we are supportive for like the whole entire graduate study, because like the first year is how the time that we establish the base of the research, and then we trying to find like what's the research interest and stuff. So this is a full year that was fully supported. And then the subsequent years we got supported by grant by the supervisors, and also like several fellowship or grant that we can apply to. So basically like we are supported for the 5 years of study over here. Yeah.
All right. That's actually amazing. If you convert that into Malaysian ringgit, I think I do not calculate, but to study in the US is going to cost you a lot of money. And I think, I don't know, I don't have the calculator with me, and I didn't ask Tanlin especially, like I'm not gonna like ask like how much did you get, but I can assure you it's a lot of money to study in the US for 5 years, probably almost close to 1 million ringgit. So look at the value that actually the university trust on our graduates. Tanlin, you actually make us so proud, and you are a living example of our our successful students, and this is amazing for us. last word questions. Tanlin, can you tell us about your experience in TI? What did you know? Maybe sweet memories of what you did in the program during the program. I know halfway you it was COVID, but yeah, maybe before COVID then.
Actually, I was able to complete all my curriculum and courses before COVID.
Oh,
So
you
the
did.
COVID, yeah, I graduated right before COVID, so I got it in person for the straight 3.5 years. But I had a really good experience with TI, environmental technology, because like, from what I remember like vividly when you share your story and about Antarctica, and then you share the photo of the penguin. Yeah, that's like one of the reasons I wanted to pursue like academic, because it's really cool. We can do stuff that like is extraordinary. Yeah, it's
I
very.
can I can tell you, Tanlin, that we train our students to be more than us. We want them to be better than us. And I think you are a living evidence that you can. So far, at your age, you are definitely much better than me, or maybe most of us. So we're so proud of you, and we can see a good result. So I think you probably can go to Mars. Who knows? You know, you maybe you're gonna work with NASA. We don't know. Yeah, but yes, for the environmental technology program, I think time has run out. And thank you so much to Dr. Yusri, Ms. Lin, and Ms. Farik for the very, very good information that you give about the program. We shall now move on to our next program. The next program, oh, it's actually 11:05. Okay, it's not 11 o'clock, so I got it wrong. Sorry. I thought it's 11 o'clock. So we still have 5 minutes more. Okay, let me see if we have another question. Okay. Dr. Yusri, do you, there is also another question about what's the code of the environmental technology program in UPU?
I think it's best if I just show instead of me just speaking it.
Can
you
you
don't
type it?
mind.
Can you type it? I think if the students
I will type it too, and then I will show it because it's easier for them to remember it. Today. So the code for the program is US. It's over here. Sorry. So it's US 6524005. And then the name of the program is Bachelor of Technology Honors in bracket, and also Environmental in bracket too. And the name in BM, let me, just in case you need to find it, is Sarjana Muda Teknologi Kepujian Persekitaran.
All right. Yeah. As we know that sustainable development goal is actually a very, very big issue now, climate change. Is that topic covered in this curriculum for environmental technology to the user?
Yes, it is embedded in most of the courses because this is a current issue. So it's given representative enough time in these courses to deal with those, especially when we talk about how it affects the environment, how it affects the community, and so on. So it's dealt as a case study within those courses in the program.
All right, thank you so much. So if you know the Paris Agreement 2015 is going to be taught in the course as well. So I guess we're going to move on to food technology now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Farik.
Thanks, Farik. Farik is actually having quarantine now, but still he has the spirit to come and talk about his former program. Thank you very much, Farik. And Tanlin, what time is it there now?
It's 8 at night on Friday.
Thank you so much.
Still at Friday.
Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us, Tanlin. Really appreciate that. And it's so good to see you again. Thank you so much, Environment. Can we now move on to the food technology program, please? For food technology, we're gonna have the program chairman, which is Dr. Rabeta, and we also have our alumni, Ms. Tan from CalSec Asia Pacific as our representative. So can I pass the floor now to Dr. Rabeta, please?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to all. Okay, for food tech USM, yeah. Okay, the program, the bachelor known as a Bachelor of Technology Honors Food Technology. So this year we are celebrating our 15th year okay, in USM. So basically, most of our the lecturer is at the level 2 of our main building, School of Industrial Technology. Okay, since our program, Food Technology USM, is internationally accredited by professional body, which is Institute of Food Technologists, or IFT in USA. Okay, because our program has been reviewed by Higher Education Review Board of IFT. So we are the first food tech program in Malaysia accredited by IFT since 2015 until now. Yeah. So this is the minimum total unit that requirement to for graduate from food tech. Whether you take the normal program or minor program, you have to take 131 unit courses. Okay, this is the curriculum structure. Start from first year. Okay, you have to take this course, IMK 103, Introduction to Food Science and Technology. And like this one, organic chemistry, you have to take from School of Chemistry, from other school. Yeah. Okay, then in second semester, like you need to take food chemistry, food microbiology, because these two courses are the prerequisite for the next courses in your second year and third year. Okay, this is your second year curriculum structure. And these are the third year courses that you have to take. And this is the fourth year. You in semester 7, you have to take final year project. Okay, only one semester. And during your final semester, before you graduate, you have to go for your industrial training or latihan industry. Okay, these are the academic staff in food tech. Okay, we have Prof. Karim, Dato' Azhar, Prof. Fazila, our previous chairperson, Associate Professor Dr. Cheng, Associate Professor Dr. Sapina, myself, Dr. Shariza, Dr. Effa, Dr. Maizura, Dr. Tan, Dr. Lee Lai Kwan, Dr. Nora Zato Hanim, Dr. Hayati, Dr. Nur Sharifah, Dr. Musfira, Dr. Abdul Reza from Iran, and Dr. Nolia. Okay, these are some picture that I can share during your learning activities. Like this picture, this is the group presentation from the student in lecture hall. Okay, this is the lab class. Okay, this maybe the group discussion. And these two pictures are from the processing lab. Okay, we also have the exchange student program known as the Asian International Mobility Program, or AIMS. Okay, during pandemic, we stopped for a while, but this coming semester in April, we will receive about 6 students from Nong Lam University, Vietnam. Okay, because we have already sent them the list of the title and supervisor. So 6 of their students will doing their final project in Food Tech USM. We also send, before COVID, we also send our student to this university, like this one, in from September 2019 to January 2020. We send our student to Ma Fah Luang University for during their second year and second semester. Okay, this one is we send our student to Nong Lam University. This one we got two exchange student from Indonesia. This guy and this student. I still remember this student name is Daniel because he is more friendly lah than this one. This one I forgot the name. They came from Universitas Pertanian Bogor, Indonesia, for one semester. They came to FoodTech USM. Okay, these are the two students from Ma Fuah Luang University did their final project with Dr. Tan Tuan Chu as their supervisor. This one is not the exchange student, but this one is the international student enrolled for our degree program. Okay, this one is from Bangladesh. Her name is Tahsina. Okay, then we also have some activities outside from our academic activity. We also have like this one is the Malaysian Institute for Food Technologies competition in 2016. So these are the winners from FoodTech USM. Okay, this one in MFT competition 2016 also, the winners. Okay, this one we did we involved in the 15th Asian Food Conference in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. These are all the winners. Okay, this one we did the food product development exhibition. We did this in Prince Songkhla University, Thailand. Okay, our final year student went there for the exhibition, and these are the winner. Okay, and this one for MIFT competition in 2019. Okay, these are the winners from our student. Okay, this one is for this one postgrad student, and this one undergrad student. Okay, the winners. Okay, this one is our postgrad student that won the oral presentation from here. Then he entitled to go to the 16th Asian Food Conference 2019 in Bali, Indonesia, and he got the first place in this competition. And now he is the lecturer in UITM Shah Alam. This one is for postgrad student activities. We have like 3-minute thesis competition. Okay, this is the winner from FoodTech, got the second place. Okay, this is a program Kembara Bijak Wang 2020 to 2021. Okay, these are the just a very little example. Actually, we have you have more opportunity to work with the food industry, not only Nestle, Cadbury, Kerry, maybe like secret recipe and any fast food, or maybe you can also work in a government sector, okay, as a food technologist. Okay, because our program is fulfill some of the as we call it the global goal for sustainable development, or SDB. Okay, this is the, for example, we fulfill the second SDG, like no hunger, and for also for the third SDG. Okay. Okay, these are the some of the student that this one is they graduate in 2018, and this is the student graduate in 2019. We also have like the visitor from other university, like this one from Thailand. Okay, this one also from Thailand. This one is the visitors or our external examiner from NUS Singapore. This one, Prof. Soto from Mexico, visit us. In this one is from food program UTHM. This one is from UPM. Okay, last year, this is the first time we did the visual exhibition for the food product development. Okay, we compete with the one university from Indonesia, Universitas Chayaputra. Okay, and this is the winner of the visual competition. Okay, this is from USM. This is from this one from USM also. This one USM and this one also from USM. Okay, I think this is the last slide. Okay, again, a food technology program covers 4 competency to equip graduates with the foundation for continuing professional development. Okay, the program is internationally accredited by the professional body Institute of Food Technologists from USA. So these are the 4 focus in these 4 core competency: food chemistry and analysis, food processing and engineering, food safety and microbiology, and lastly, applied food science. So for the entry requirements, for STPM and diploma, you need to have minimum CGPA 3.0. Okay, this is the one that I mentioned just now. During your second semester, you can go for exchange student. Okay, then you will doing your FYP during your 4th year, but first semester or during your 7th semester. And lastly, during your final semester, you will going to industrial training. So the for the code, our code is US 6541001. Dr. TC, can you write in the chat box? Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rabeta, who is also the program chairperson for the food technology. I think food technology is undoubtedly, it has a very, very strong, very, very outstanding track record, being the oldest food technology program in the country. And I can tell you this, if you want to join food technology program, you have to put it as your first choice, because there are a lot of applicants, and but it's not impossible. So the idea is always to put it as your first choice. Together with us today, also, we're very lucky. We have our alumni, Ms. Tan Huai Ni, who is now working with CalSec Asia Pacific. And I think she has quite, how do I say, a lot of experience in working with private company. But before we start, can we ask questions to Ms. Tan? Can you tell us about yourself? What are you doing now, and your experience in the food technology program in the School of Industrial Technology? Can I pass the floor to Ms. Tan, please?
Thank you, Dr. Jeb, and thank you to Dr. Rabeta for a very interesting introduction. As you have seen from the presentation from Dr. Rabeta, food technologies in USM definitely is a very fun course. And aside from having a lot of activity when I was in USM, I also got to participate in the longest Sego banner. I remember together with Dr. Tan at the time. And then it was a very fantastic program, and definitely I also learned a lot from the food innovation program and also the internship. And because of those foundation information or knowledge that I have earned from USM, it's actually opened up my opportunity in my career. So far, I've worked in the industry for about 16 years, and I've previously worked for 2 MNC company and 2 local company. Having one of those mentioned by Dr. Rabeta, I was an ex-Carrie's Ingredients employee, and now moving to CalSec, which is also an MNC company. So I would say that the basic information that or knowledge that you learn in USM, for example, like you learn analytical, In a food company, you'll be able to work as an QA QC to analyze products. You learn about food processing. You'll be able to work as part of the operation, which is very important in food industry. You learn about the innovation or product development, which is the most that I'm interested in. It's also related to my career. I've been working in the research and development area for the past 16 years. And with this, I will be able actually to create different type of food for all the consumer to enjoy and then enrich their life and then make their life happier. And for no doubt for the food microbiology and food safety program that introduced by this USM is also equip us the knowledge of how we can then preserve food and deliver the food in a very safety manner, so that when the consumer eat that food, for example, let's say you go to a supermarket and you want to buy a tomato sauce, you want the tomato sauce to be, safe and then not contaminated by microbe organism. Those what are the very important thing that our food technologists actually should do when they develop their products, so that they can contribute to the health of the community and society. That's very important, in fact. So I've been very enjoying doing this food product development. In my recent role with CalSec Asia Pacific, that is headquarters in USA, I also learned a lot about the natural ingredients that will be eventually used in a food product. For examples, if today you are buying tomato sauce from supermarket, you will see some of the flavoring that used inside the tomato sauce can be coming from a natural plant itself. So those are the ingredients that we CalSec make and then sell to the FMCG supplier. So the opportunity that I would say in the food industry is definitely a lot. Aside from what Dr. Rebecca said, that you can work for any of the food brand that you can see in the supermarket, and you also can work in the QSR restaurants. Aside that, you also can work in the upstream food ingredients company. For example, some of the company that produce palm oil, produce flour, sugar, they produce starches, functional ingredients. They also produce maybe something like natural flavors, natural coloring, and natural herbs and spice extract. So the opportunity is definitely a lot. And if you do enjoy eating, I think food tech is definitely a right opportunity course for you to choose, because you got to taste a lot, and then throughout the tasting you experience different culture, and also you can go to other countries to enjoy the culture. If you have that opportunity in MNC, for example in Kerry or in CalSec, there is plenty of opportunity like what Dr. Rebecca has mentioned.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tan.
Thank you.
So I think the questions of whether is there any possibility of joining international companies, the answer is yes, 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 and yes. So it's not even a question. Can you go abroad to work? Yes, I heard mostly from you can easily go to Singapore because they recognize the degree from USM. But there is one question here. This is, I think it's a very interesting question. I think Dr. Roberta can answer this. Is this course, I want to become a chef. Can I join this course to become a chef? Is this designed for people who wants to become a chef?
Maybe I'll chip in a little bit.
Okay.
In the food industry, there's a role called development chef,
Okay.
which is available in a lot of the MNC company, including like Nestle, CalSec, Kerry, or some other flavoring houses. They have this development chef to develop a menu from the ingredient pairing perspective, as well as the microbiology and what are the ingredients that is right for them to choose to pair it. For example, if you want to sell to McDonald's, you need to pair the flavor right, which you will pick up when you are in the industry, definitely. But at the same time, we are required you to have some of the science knowledge. Aside from I just know how to cook it, but I also need to know how to preserve the product. So definitely there is opportunity like that, in the industry.
Okay, so I suppose the answer is when you cook, after joining this program, when you cook, not only do you know about the food, the look, the taste, but you also know about the science behind, which is going to make it very interesting because you understand about the chemistry of what happens beside the taste and the packaging and everything. So I think,
Yes.
okay, that summarizes it all. So it's amazing. Dr. Abeta, can I ask, there is a question here about, let me actually looking at the questions that we're having. Okay, again, it's about the entry requirement, but I think you already have said that. Do you have any advice if somebody who really wants to join this course, because I think the competition is quite high, do you have any advice to them? What should they do? Like, I suppose they need to make it as the first choice, yeah? And yeah. I'm interested. Okay. And also the postgraduate, okay, there is a question about postgraduate potential studies after finishing the food technology program. Is there a chance of doing postgraduate in the school or anywhere else? Dr.
Of
Abeta?
course, of
Of
course.
yeah.
You have an opportunity to pursue your master study in food tech USM.
Okay, so
Just you need to find the supervisor with the grants lah.
okay, so the answer is yes, you will have a chance to study within USM or also go abroad, and you can also work with private sector. And also okay, there is, I think this was answered the difference between this program and other programs in different universities. Maybe do you wanna, Dr. Abeta, maybe you can say like, if you can answer, I'm gonna refresh this question. What is so special about this program in USM to make, which is probably make it outstanding?
As what I present just now, we are international accredited by
Okay.
professional bodies. We are the first one in Malaysia. Of course, I know that after us, UPM also accredited by IFT, but we are the first one.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the IFT? Because I think the students wants to know about this, the body to recognize USM for technology.
That one, Dr. Tan, can you help me?
Dr. Tan? Okay, Dr. Tan is also from food technology, yeah? And yeah.
Yes, yes. IFT is a professional body based in US. If let's say you went to their website, you can see a list of all the undergraduate programs approved by IFT. So if we have the approval by IFT, what does it mean? It means that the program has been reviewed by IFT, so that the things that are being taught in our program are very similar with with the courses that are being taught in universities based in the US. That's number one. Number two, you can actually for the undergraduate student can actually apply for the funding or for the scholarship by IFT. Okay, they do provide scholarship. They do provide funding for undergraduate students to apply. So if let's say our program is accredited by IFT, we can actually the student can actually apply for the funding from IFT. And lastly, also our student can actually join IFT membership, just like in Malaysia we have MIFT, Malaysia Food Institute, Malaysia Institute of Food Technology. The student can join IFT and they can get benefits like free publication at journals published by IFT. One of the journal will be a Journal of Food Science. So if let's say you are the member of IFT, your publication fee will be waived.
Informative indeed. And thank you so much. We shall now move to the final. We save the best for last. They're also the youngest program in the school. It's called Bioprocess Engineering Technology. And together with us, we have the program chairperson, Dr. Hafizi, and also we have our alumni, Miss Nur Izati from Ambu Sendirian Berhad. So without further ado, can I invite Dr. Hafizi to present, please? Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Moderator, Dr. Japarin, a very handsome, good looking lecturers at TI. Okay, so for to all potential students, if you want to see the handsome and beautiful, good-looking lecturers, energetic lecturers, please join us at School of Industry Technology and see it by yourself. We have a lot of staff, academics, staff that actually can serve you, and there are also a very energetic lecturers and dedicated and has a passion to teaching and etc. Okay, so I would like to introduce the youngest program offered under School of Industry Technology, okay, which is the Bachelor of Bioprocess Engineering Technology with Honours. Previously, our program was known as the Bachelor of Technology, in bracket Bioprocess Honours. And in 2020, our program was upgraded into the Bachelor of Bioprocess Engineering Technology with Honours and plus professionally accredited by the Board of Engineer Malaysia or Lembaga Juruterus Malaysia. So this is our program code US 6524006, and then this is a 4 years program. So it consists of the 8 semesters. So my name is Muhammad Hafizi Abu Bakar. I am the program chairperson for the Bioprocess Engineering Technology, School of Industry Technology, University Science Malaysia. Okay, so a little bit introduction, a brief overview about the Bioprocess Engineering Technology. I assume that most of you have heard the word biology, biotech, right? And also the engineering, right? So the Bioprocess Engineering Technology is actually the sub-discipline that combines the field of the industrial biotechnology and chemical engineering. So all the living organism, for example, the plant tissue, the human tissue, the animal tissue, and that thing can be combined and that can be utilized and under a specific optimal conditions to make the desired products. And then the next question would be like, what bioprocess engineering technologies do? So we are dealing with the product or the bio product and related to the manufacturing process and then the use or development of the equipment and for the productions of the vaccines, food, feed, pharmaceuticals, and nutraceutical polymer from the biological material. So the simple example that I can give to you is just like during the pandemic COVID-19. I think all of you have heard vaccine. And so do you really know how that particular vaccine being manufactured and what is the process involved towards the productions of the vaccine? So the vaccine that being produced is started and from the very a mammalian cell, for example. So that mammalian cell being cultured in the such platforms such as bioreactor. So to produce this at the industrial scale, and so there must be a design, there must be a process, and to manufacture that, and so that it can be transferred into the final step, which is on the downstream. So downstream involve a very a specific process involving the purification, involving filtration, and all those that particular instant, then you're going to get the final vaccine. So all those process are the bioprocess engineering technology. And ranging from the product innovations, I think you're going to get the downstream processing until you have that final product. So that is why we are the program that basically translate the discovery of life science into practical and from the perspective view of the industrial product that can serve the needs of the society. Okay, so these are the curriculum structures of our 4 years program. And so all students have to complete at least 140 units for the graduation purpose. So for the first year, students will learn about the fundamental of bioprocess engineering technology courses, ranging from the fundamental of basics of the bioprocess technology, biochemistry, DNA and metabolite technology, bioanalysis, and industrial microbiology. And then after in the following years, which is the second year, and the courses will expose them to the industrial applications of the bioprocess engineering technology, whereby the students will learn all the courses related to the enzyme tech, to the omics technology, the design of bioreactors, cell and tissue culture technology. And then in the third year, the student will learn about the advanced bioprocess engineering technology, and which is related to the bioinformatics, and one of the courses and that falls under the IR 4.0, and also the final year project, and also the design and the developments of the bioproduct. And also we have a course and that basically involve the student with the society, which is the bioprocess and the society, which is under IBA 312. And then on the fourth year, they will have the final year project and also the industry training. So the industry training would be in the last semester, which is in the 8 semesters, and so that student will be exposed to the real industry experience. Okay, so we have 15 dedicated academic staff, energetic academic staff, and that basically can serve the needs of our students and regarding the courses, regarding the welfare, the well-being of our students, and then we have various expertise in their specialization area. For example, in the food, bioprocess, environment, wastewater treatment, and etc., pharmaceutical, and etc. Okay, and then we also have 2 dedicated laboratory staff that will serve, and especially during the laboratory session, and so that students can basically get the helps and directly from them. So this is our facilities in the bioprocess laboratory, and then talking about the engineering technologies campus life, the students will be exposed to various activities and like the factory visits and community projects, seminar presentation, innovative product expos, and at the same time, students will have the industrial visits and to go but during the COVID-19 pandemics, we have to like stop the industry visit for a while because there is a requirement from the industry because we cannot have the visit directly to the companies, but we are planning to that, and after this situation getting better and the industrial visit can proceed as it is. Okay, and then for the students activity as well, as I said that we have the bioprocess society subject whereby the students in the group is basically will come up with the products, and then the product need to expose, and they have to go to the communities areas, schools, and matriculation college, and etc., and then do the demonstration and exhibition and with the society. So these are the among the activities that done by our alumni, previous student, and enroll in our programs. And so at the end of the day, we know that and our program is actually provide them and some knowledge, skills, and experience that they can get. And when you live here, don't forget where you come. And so they know that this is things that they will not forget. And after they graduated from this program. So talking about the career prospects, our program is actually designed to provide a skill and knowledge where basically our alumni can work in various industry, and for example, industry related to biomanufacturing, for the biopharmaceutical, and there are some areas of science they can get the jobs such as in the drug discovery, the cell culture, and then also in the environment and also in the public government. And so this is our alumni career success where they get the job from this company, okay, ranging from the agriculture chemicals, the biocon pharmaceuticals, environmental company, and so on. And then this is our alumni employment record, and then this is salary range of our alumni. Okay, as you can see here, this is the latest survey that we sent to our alumni. So the salary that the highest salary that our alumni are getting is around 3,000 to the 4,000, which is 23.4% of that out of the 124 respondent. And then almost 22% of them is actually getting more than 5K salaries. And so this is the latest survey sent to our alumni. Okay. And then this is also the our alumni job position in the company. As you can see here on the screen, most of them are working as the executive, as the QA, and also the process engineer, product specialist. And then the area of their company mostly fall under the pharmaceuticals, plant agriculture, general environmental, and also some industry related to the biomass conversions. Okay, and then this is very, very important regarding the graduate employability of our program, which is Bioprocess Technology. So starting at the 2019 until 2021, our average of the graduate employability is ranging from 65%, and that's the average, almost 95%, sorry, and of graduate employability. And even though, although that during the COVID-19 pandemic, we also had the 100% of our alumni getting the jobs in industry. And then latest graduation, which is on the 2021, and 94.5% get the jobs in industry after 4 months of graduation. So this is our social media account, and together with the Pusat Pengajian Teknologi Industri account. So any latest info, any latest update, you can get it from these websites. And if you have any question, you can directly ask, and there will be an admin that can answer the questions. Okay, and then talking about the general entry requirements for the program Sarjana Muda Teknologi Kejuruteraan Bioprocess, and basically for the STPM, for the matriculation, and also for the diploma, you need to get at least a GPA of 2.75, and then you need to pass the mathematics at least with the C grade, and then one of the following subjects, you need to get at least C, and chemistry, physics, and biology. Okay, I think that's all from me. Okay, just a brief introduction. So I will open to any questions if you have any questions. So don't forget to reach us if you have any question regarding the programs, and I will be free to answer. We have also a dedicated staff that can answer the questions. So I think that's all from me. I back to moderator, Dr. Japarin. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hafizi, for the comprehensive introduction about bioprocess engineering technology. There is actually a question from Mr. Jimmy Wong on Facebook, but I think I'm going to start first with our next guest, which is the alumni from the program, which is Miss Nur Izzati. She's now working with Ambu Sendirian Berhad. Can you please introduce yourself and talk about your experience at Bioprocess Engineering Technology program, please, Ms. Izzati? Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Japarin. Thank you for having me. Okay. I am Izzati. Graduated Bioprocess Technology. I'm graduated from a first batch in 2012. Working as a senior QA engineer in Ambu Sendirian Berhad. So Ambu Sendirian Berhad is a medical device company. So actually I'm in medical device industry for almost 9 years. I started working right after graduated in 2012. So after complete the study in USM somewhere in August 2012. So I get the offer, but I started my career in a local company, but it is a medical device industry. So I've been working there for 5 years, but I have a lot of experience and knowledge from USM study in process and my first job. I have a chance to set up a microbiology lab. So because we have a microbiology course in USM under bioprocess technology. So I use that knowledge and apply to my first career. So I managed to set up a lab and also did a lot of microbiology testing. Yes. So then after that, I moved my career to the MNC company. So Ambu Sendirian Berhad is a MNC company, is a Danish company, Denmark. So in this MNC company, your work is more specialized. So I go into QA area. So in Ambu Sdn Bhd, I have the opportunity to become a sterilization expert engineer. So you need to know all these sterilization things which are related to microbiology. You need to know that the viable organism, non-viable organism. This is I get from study under bioprocess course. So I can apply and familiar with all those microbes terms. So yes, we can yes, from bioprocess technology course, you can apply to become a sterilization expert engineer as well. So actually, there's a lot of opportunity out there where I still have a lot of chance for become a biocompatibility engineer, biosafety engineer. This is more related to bioprocess course, like a biomedical engineering, biopharmaceutical. So my friends, my colleagues also come from Idaman Pharma, Pharmaniaga. This is all a pharmaceutical backgrounds. So you can apply all this bioprocess. If you go into bioprocess courses, you can apply for this work or position as well.
Thank you very much, Miss Nur Izzati. Again, I think, sorry. Miss Nur Izzati, actually you mute now. We cannot hear.
No.
Okay, now I can hear. Okay, did you finish? Sorry, maybe it was my problem. Did you finish?
Yes, I finished for my introduction.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so thank you so much for the introduction. Sorry, I missed that out. Maybe something is wrong with my system, but it's okay. Now we are back to track. Okay. Before we even start, there's actually a question. I think as what Dr. Hafizi shown in his presentation, 100% employability during the pandemic time, I think it's actually beyond outstanding, because a lot of people are losing their job during this pandemic, but then your graduates from bioprocess engineering technology, they all managed to get a job. So I think that speaks by itself. And there is actually a question here from YouTube, Mr. Jimmy Wong, and he said, "Hello, I have a question. Is bioprocess engineering technology similar to bioprocess engineering? Do the students from both courses work in similar industries?" Can anybody answer this question? Dr. Hafizi or Ms. Nur?
Okay, Dr. Jeb, I can answer this question. Okay, to answer this question, let me share the my slides, so that it will be a better overview of what's the difference between the bioprocess engineering and bioprocess engineering technology, right? Okay, so this is the question that I expected from the audience, because they were really wanted to know what is the difference between the engineering and also engineering technology. Okay, so engineering, and I can say it very briefly, like, okay, so engineering is actually the field, and if the students taking out this program, and for example, bioprocess engineering, they are more towards the theory and fundamentals. So the program is designed basically to cater on the needs to solve the complex problem, and something that they can provide the innovation or something. And so they are more towards something like the knowledge, fundamentals and theory, whereby for the engineering technology, we are actually towards something like a practical, and something like the involving the production. How can we utilize the knowledge, the theory that we obtain from the engineering principle and towards the practical design, for the process design, for the production. So this is what the engineering technologies do. Okay, so they are more towards the hands-on. Okay, as you can see on the table here, for the engineering technology, we are towards more practical, hands-on and application, where the engineering parts, they are more towards theoretical, and they are done the analytical works and also development of the new technology. So these two fields, engineering technology and engineering, they need each other, and they need each other, because this is what the industry is moving forwards. Okay, because there will be some people will say that it's either that you are taking the engineering courses or engineering technology courses, all the same, but there is a difference between the engineering technology and engineering. So for the bioprocess part, of course, and there will be some courses, there will be some subjects that are similar to the bioprocess engineering, but we have our own basically courses or elective subject that can supplement to the core course of the bioprocess engineering technology, such as in the environment, in the food bioprocessing, and also the omics technology. So omics technology is one of the emerging field and consisting of the genomic, transcriptomics, proteomics, and metabolomics. So that it will be covered in our bioprocess engineering technology program. Okay, so I think that's answered the questions. Probably.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hafizi. And I think omic is quite a big thing now. If you wanted to know what does Omicron stands for, what omics comes about, it's actually like Dr. Hafizi said, you're going to learn about genomic, proteomic, transcriptomic, so bolomic. So it's all omic things. If you want to know more,
all omic things.
yeah, if you want to know about all these omic things, including Omicron, then I think joining the bioprocess engineering technology is the answer. And also in Facebook, even before you start doing your undergraduate, there is offer to do a PhD and master's already from Dr. Tan Jun Shuns. If you want to do postgraduate studies, you can email him. I think that's how hot the program is. And I think now I'm going to...
if I can add some more.
Okay.
Basically, as you can see in my on my screen previously that our program and in 2020, our alumni 100% getting the jobs, and because of the demand from the industry. So when the something like a COVID-19 pandemic comes into the picture, whereby all the people with the knowledge on the microbiology, all the people with the knowledge of the cell and tissue culture technology are already in demand. Okay, so there are a lot of the position offered for the microbiologist position. There are a lot of offer for the medical device industry as well, like the biosensor, like the one that we use and RTK and rapid test kit, and use that particular biosensor that we cover in our bioprocess engineering technology courses. So that's why we are not surprised to see that there is 100% of our alumni getting the job, and despite of the COVID-19.
So I guess Dr. Hafizi explains it well. The reasons why we have 100% of job employability in 2020, because that is the time when COVID is actually emerging, and then to this knowledge of bioprocess engineering technology is actually very useful during this pandemic, especially the omic things. So thank you very much, Dr. Hafizi. I think that quite the serious part of it. I'm going to ask Ms. Nur Izzati about her experience, the sweet moment. What did you do when you were doing the course long time ago? Not very long time ago, because you're still very young. But if you can share about what are the good memories during you had during the program. Well.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm still young?
But
but I'm coming from a first batch of bioprocess. That time is still carry a bioprocess technology. So we are the first batch back in 2009 to 2012. So yes, I know that we are still looking at the best topics for bioprocess. So year by year, I think there's a lot of changes into the bioprocess technology course. So during my study in USM, yes, a lot of interesting memories with my friends, with the lecturers, especially Dr. Rosma that time. So, but until today, I still contact with Dr. Rosma, and she support me a lot during my first career in local company. So I still contact with Dr. Rosma, and I still go to the USM lab, bioprocess lab, to perform some testing, deal with Dr. Rosma that time. So yeah, I think USM gave a lot of good memories for me. We have a lot of activities outside with local, and yeah, all the presentation, all the factory visit. Yes, I have a lot of good memories in while in USM. But yeah, I want to share that my internship is in SIRIM, Sdn Bhd. So in SIRIM, it is a very good opportunity if you can have a chance or opportunity to step in, because of there's a lot of research center there. To that time I have the opportunity to get involved and support the researcher there to culture culture a bacteria to do a bioplastic that time. So it is a very interesting and a very good memories for me during my internship.
Thank you so much, Miss Izati. Okay, there are more questions coming now, and this is wow, this is quite a generic question, but I think we have answered it. I'm just gonna ask again. Some says, I heard that most science field students that graduate from uni struggle to find jobs in Malaysia. Do you think that is the issue, and what is the solution?
No, at all. No, at all, because of right after I graduate, before my convocation day, I get the offer. Also that I have a lot of interview invitation during that time, but mostly based in KL. So I just reject the offer. I looking the opportunity in Penang. So yes, that's why I choose the one company in Bukit Minyak. It is a new setup company for a medical device. That's why I learned a lot during my first career, and I've been 5 years in that company before I jumped to Embu.
Okay, so it's basically completely the opposite. Yeah,
Yes.
I think you should look at numbers. You know, like Dr. Hafiz has shown, 100% employability. What more can you ask? So basically, based on what Ms. Norazati said, it's not just 100%. It's probably 150%, because then she has to reject. You know, like, I don't want you. Like, now you know, I have so many demands, so I'm gonna choose, instead of you choose me, I'm gonna choose you. So that's actually a very I didn't know this until now. Then I realized we thought that our numbers is probably not right, but then Ms. Izati just confirmed that it was actually quite right. Okay, there's another. Oh, actually, okay, we should. What time should we finish? We have another 3 questions, but let me see the time. Oh, we are actually 3 minutes ahead of our schedule, so I'm just gonna stop here for now. And thank you very much, Dr. Hafizi, and also Miss Nur Izati, for your time and also for the information about the program. We shall now go to the very last part of the session, which is the closing session. And for that, I can tell you that the whole things, the program that today is actually being led or being organized by Dr. Mazlan, and also initiated. And the idea was from our Deputy Dean of Resource Development and Branding. And for that, can I invite Dr. Leh to to give his final say about the program of today. And she's also the Deputy Dean of our Resource Development and Branding. Can I pass the floor to you, Dr. Leh?
Thank you, Dr. Jeb. Thank you very much. I would like to have some sharing for my PowerPoint. Okay, can you see the my PowerPoint?
Yes, we can see. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, actually, this is coming to the closing remarks for today. Okay, first of all, actually, I want to take this opportunity to show my appreciation and gratitude to all my committee here. Okay, handsome guys and also the very beautiful ladies. Okay, to help me to organize this event. Okay, we all have a very simple, and but the most warm-hearted aim is to provide an opportunity to the public, especially to those students who are now applying for the UPU online, to have a good understanding and also a comprehensive understanding to our 4 program offered by the School of Industrial Technology. Okay. So I just want to have a final remarks of our team today, linking the School of Industrial Technology, linking technology to the industry. So for us, your destination, your final destination is not stop in the university. So where is your destination? So we hope that you have a bright future in the industry or other areas that you are interested in. So we would like to be your vehicles, right? All the staff, we would like to become your vehicles so that, and then we try to provide our knowledge in the various technologies from the bioprocess, bioresource, food and environment, so that you can have your good career in your future. So if you want to join us and you want to know more about us, please, I want to summarize, please visit our website. Okay, this is our website, or you just type the School of Industrial Technology and then you can go to search all the information from about our programs. And also you can go and search for our Facebook to get more information for the food technology, bioresource technology, bioprocess engineering technology, and also the environmental technology. So for the final remind, the code for our 4 programs are for Bioprocess Engineering Technology, US 6524006. Bioresource Technology, US 6543001. Environmental Technology, US 6524005. And also Food Technology, US 6541001. Okay, so it is very happy for us to have you today. And then actually on behalf of our staff, we really hope that in the coming August, in the coming October, we can see you in USM, okay, to join as a registered USM student and enter one of our 4 programs from School of Industrial Technology. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Le. Dr. Le, there is one question, last question.
Yes.
Can you answer this? Yeah. Okay, the question is the classes going to be online or is it going to be face-to-face for...
It depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. From our, the face-to-face classes is mostly for the practical classes. If you have lab practical, we still have face-to-face. For the theory classes, to minimum the spread of the virus, so to control the pandemic, we will still have the class online. So it depends on what classes you have. And then Dr. Madia already have the contact. We give the contact from for our school on the chat box, and you all can go ahead and have a look. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Le. So basically what
Thank
Dr.
you.
Le says...
Thank you to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So all the classes, mostly the lectures will be online probably, and then for the face-to-face will be for labs that you cannot do online. So with that, thank you everyone for attending today's session. Thank you very much for our potential students, our staff, Dr. Le and the team, and I hope to see you all in USM. Thank you very much. We shall now end the session. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Shannon, there's a question about the minor. Maybe you can type in the chat box. The question asked about the PR tech.
You can just say it. I think for whoever stays here, maybe we can even just say it because it's officially end. But if anybody wants to ask any questions, I think it's fine. Okay. All right, bye-bye, everyone. I'm going now.
Bye. Thank you very much, everyone.